polls across Minnesota closed just about 33 minutes ago.
And we have some of the returns that are coming in. I know one of the big questions here in Minneapolis, at least, is the question is whether or not the police department should be replaced altogether with a new public safety department. Unfortunately, we don't have those numbers. Oh, here we are with 71% of the precincts reporting in. It looks like yes, 42%, no, 58%. Esme Murphy, you were out all day at one of the stations there, one of the voting polls. And what were you hearing from people?
Well, the business owners that I talked to business owners and to voters. The business owners I talked to, and this was on Lake Street in the area where there were those terrible riots back in the spring of 2020, right after George Floyd's death. They were all against this, absolutely 100% against it. When you talk to voters, though, in that area, there did seem to be a split. I think what's so interesting about this, Amelia, is that, as you said, 70% of the vote is in. And clearly, there is a big lead for the no vote. And this is not ranked choice. This is just yes or no. This is it. So I think this is much more clear cut. But I think that that's a pretty significant lead. And it'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't see how. I think it would be very difficult for the yes votes to overcome that. I think one of the things that's been so interesting is that millions of dollars have been brought in by outside groups on both sides of this issue, trying to pour money into this because this is being watched across the country and it is being seen as such a signal for how this will play in other cities and other communities. But right now, if I were the no vote people, which is all of Minneapolis, I would be feeling pretty good. I would be feeling pretty good right now because that's a nice lead.
It is. I mean, we don't, there's still 29% of the precincts left to report. But to that point, Esme, I'm amazed that 35 minutes after the polls close, we have 71% of the precincts. I mean, I know it's really simple. It's not ranked choice, right? Is it a yes bubble or a no bubble? But that's a big number to have tabulated.
You know something, I think we need to give a shout out, and maybe it's a little too early because it's not all in. That is a very good point, Frank, and I think we have to give a shout out to the Minneapolis City elections people who are absolutely delivering what they said they would. They said we would have the results of these amendments before 9 o'clock, and I think they're going to be right. So Casey Carl, who is the city elections clerk, obviously knows exactly what he's talking about. But I agree, Frank. One of the things that may have speeded up things is that for the past week, before starting Monday and then going back a week, all those early ballots were actually put into machines. So they were ready to be, they virtually were all counted. They just had to push the button and get the results. So that might have helped. But the city elections people said this is when it would happen, and they are hitting it right on.
Hey, Esme, you were out there and you were saying that voter turnout was pretty heavy and pretty steady, too.
It is very heavy. The places where it's heaviest are wards 11, 12, and 13, and all of those wards are considered wards that would go heavily for Jacob Frey, who is also leading tonight, and also that would be a heavy no vote. So it is very heavy across the city.
All right, thanks, Esme. We'll check in a little bit. We want to remind folks that you can go to WCCO.com/results and you can get updated results. And we're going to be back here in a few minutes, and we'll be here with you for a while, also talking to Pat Kessler and Abu Omar and get a lot of analysis about what's happening tonight.